Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Buyer's Corner. I'm Keaton, Brazos Bookstore buyer, here with Mark, our floor manager and bookseller extraordinaire. And we just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk to you about one of our favorite books that's coming out later this month. You can get it now with us, The New Inheritors by Kent Wascom. Really one of my favorite authors working today. I was very lucky to discover him soon after I became a bookseller here. This is his third novel, and really I just can't say enough about it. It just kind of really changes the game as far as historical fiction is concerned. I don't think I've ever read a historical fiction novel that's quite like it.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, and so this is the third installment in Kent's Gulf Coast Quartet that he is writing, which covers the history of the Gulf Coast and all of its darkness and vicissitudes throughout, starting in the late 1700s. And with this book, we're at the 20th century, and most of it takes place in New Orleans. And Mark, you just finished reading it, right?
Yeah, I just finished it a couple days ago, and it is easily, and I mentioned this to Kent actually, that's my favorite of his three books. Love the first two, but I just think this is, it's kind of a step in a different direction, and it's a really exciting book. And like Keaton said, you don't read a lot of historical fiction that's, I don't know, handled the way this is handled, and Kent has such a gift of language. It's just, you just want to kind of underline her. It almost is, it begs to be read aloud.
Yes, I completely agree. Now, if you've read Kent's previous two books, The Blood of Heaven or Sassatia, working up to this, then you know that he is a consummate prose stylist. I mean, he just has a way with a sentence that is just amazing. But what I was really taken with this is the almost extra human focus of the novel, where the region itself, the Gulf Coast, just really kind of takes center stage and lays out not only the setting in the background for the human drama, but almost usurps its space in the narrative as well. We get a natural history all the way from the birth of the region, the death of the dinosaurs, and how this kind of just all works up into the early 20th century. And I don't really know how to describe it unless if you've ever seen like Terrence Malick's The Tree of Life or something like that, where it just kind of gives you this great, almost universal view of the world and our place in it. This is what he accomplishes with this novel. So what did you really like the most about it?
The writing, of course, the writing is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a very moving book. You care about the characters a lot. The sense of place, as you mentioned, you really feel like, even if you've never spent time in the South, you feel like you're in Mississippi or Louisiana, parts of Florida where this book takes place. And so the sense of place and kind of this sense of American history and a bit of sadness. It's kind of a sad book. It's not as violent as his other two books. So anyone who's a fan of Cormac McCarthy or Larry McMurtry, anyone that writes really great historical fiction, he's right in that arena, as good or better in some respects.
It's also a very kind of almost philosophical novel in the ways the title would imply, The New Inheritors. How do subsequent generations of people growing up in the South deal with the past and how they inherit it and how it affects their life and affects their children's lives and on, and how we kind of have this unbroken narrative that precedes humanity, but we have taken it and taken it in many different ways. It's also a lot of this takes place in South America with the fruit barons and a lot of the horrible exploitation that was going on. That was from here in America as we went down and basically took control of vast swaths of land and did whatever was necessary to control that very vital fruit trade. As well as supplying the civil wars that were going on there that made it so easy to exploit that region at this time. Just an amazing book. I really can't say enough about it. Kent is also going to be in the store July 24th to talk about The New Inheritors. If you've never seen him speak, never seen him read, I highly recommend you join us for that. But come see for yourself. Come pick up this book, read a few pages, and see if you just don't fall right in and want to read everything. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, it's just a beautiful book, and I'm excited that it's finally out and we can actually talk about it and share it with our customers.
Yeah, so, as always, plenty of books coming out, but really, I'm more excited about this July than The New Inheritors by Kent Wascom.